So after high school, my brother became a barber. He went to cosmetology school and he started cutting hair at a shop. And after about 8 months, he comes to me and he says, I want to open up my own shop.
And anything I wanted to do in my life, I've always, kind of got his opinion on it. I mean, not everything, but most things. So when I told him I wanted to open a shop, he was a little against it.
I thought he was nuts. I said, you can't open up your own business. We don't even know anything about business.
My family didn't really have money. We were working class. We were comfortable, but I wanted to do it on my own.
So I said, all right, well, if you're real serious about this, then let's really look for a location. I had no idea what to do in business. At the time, I was managing a bank. But we started looking for a location, and we finally found one across the street from a high school in Little Falls, New Jersey.
Boom, clicked. I was like, dude, this is it.
So we started doing the construction, and City Looks Barber Shop was born.
So my friends wanted to go to inner cities for those sharp haircuts. And I felt like I needed to change that. There's no reason to go to those inner cities. That can happen right here.
So we wanted to give it a cool city feel with the nice brick accents and the cool wooden floors and nice color paint and the black ceilings. Day one, it was a hit.
It's not only just about a great haircut. It's everything else that comes with it. A beautiful place, great conversations, great service. We provide a shop that any age could walk in and feel comfortable.
And that's exactly what we wanted to accomplish. We wanted to build families as clients, not just one person. I'm proud to say that we were one of the first barbershops to open up with that type of style in a suburb area like that. The logo was actually produced by myself, and I was thinking of logos, and I remember watching the show Frasier. And in the show, the opening credits is the Seattle skyline being drawn out above the word Frasier. So I said, man, it would be cool if I can draw up my own skyline like that and kind of put the word City Looks Barbershop underneath.
I didn't even know what Frasier was, but I friggin' loved the logo. I felt like City Looks is more of a brandable name instead of just barbershop.
Our intention from day one was not just to have one barbershop, it was always to expand into numerous barbershops, and we wanted to make sure we had a brand and a look that was able to be duplicated and liked by many people.
Quite stylish.
I remember walking into the shops on Saturdays and saying, man, this is awesome. What a great industry. Let's open up a second location in Bergen County, New Jersey. This one location came about. We signed a lease and we started construction, and we opened up Oradell in October of 2013.
Oof, it was tough. Management, customer service, haircuts, just the morale, especially with being a brand new shop.
Any type of struggle that you see happening where the owner is not present is what we went through.
I started cutting my friend's hair in high school, but I never really took it as a real career until I was about 19 years old and I walked into City Looks. After a couple years there, working with Joe and Jeff, I realized this is something I could do for the rest of my life. And we all sat down one day and we realized that this was a team that could really do something special if we put our minds to it.
I think the main thing that Oradell needed was a great manager.
So my brother wanted to take Isaac from me, my boy.
At the time, Isaac was working in Little Falls. He was Jeff's second employee ever hired. He was his right-hand man.
We did well. It's like Batman and Robin.
Honestly, I thought of it as a compliment. It wasn't like I didn't understand both sides of the coin. Jeff wanted me to stay because he thought that's what Little Falls needed, and Joe wanted me to go because he thought that's what Oradell needed.
I said to Jeff, honestly, if you really want Oradell to do well, we need to send Isaac over there.
I was being a little selfish at the time.
Joe had my arm. Jeff had my legs. I felt like a piece of meat.
So we kept on having troubles, and then Isaac finally stepped up and said, you know, send me over there. I'll take care of it. I'll turn that place around.
It's not that I wanted to go to Oradell. It's what Oradell needed. So when you become part of a team, you become less self-centered and more about the team. And that's something I really learned working for City Image. It's not about yourself, it's about what you can contribute.
So once Isaac went over there, within a matter of less than a year, the numbers actually doubled, and everything was great, and clients were coming in, and it just became a huge success. Isaac was the key factor to the success of Oradell and our second location.
Yeah, did I?
So I started in City Lux in July of 2016 maybe. So once I started there, I saw Jeff's haircuts, Kenny's, Isaac's. I didn't even realize haircuts could be that detailed until I started there. Like every little line, everything is crazy sharp. So after the first week, Jeff had a meeting with me, and he went over like detail by detail what exactly I had to work on. Like I had to fix this, work on this part of my fade, sharpen these lines up. And I'm the type of person that if I'm not good at something, I obsess over it until I'll improve at it.
Sean's the type of kid, he's a one-upper. He wants to be the best at everything. And that's what we wanted.
Yeah, right. Jeff's the biggest one-upper at anybody.
When Sean first started working with us, he was inexperienced, but he was very detail-oriented. So when you have someone who's detail-oriented, it's easy for them to excel if they have ambition to do so. So once we saw that he was committed to his craft and the industry in general, it was a no-brainer.
And we said, all right, well, this is someone that's entrepreneurial. Again, he's a very good barber, and he's very committed to the company, committed to the brand, committed to barbering itself and the art of it. So I said, all right, we can't lose this guy.
Yeah, so the goal from the start was to open my own place. But then after working with them for 2 years, and they approached me about it, so I figured might as well team up with them, because I'll be stronger with them than trying to do everything myself. Like I said before, you need somebody like Joe behind the scenes handling a lot of stuff, because when you're cutting 10, 12 hours a day, it's hard to try to manage all that.
We approached him about opening up a location, a fourth location with us.
There was a lot of risk involved, but I figured I'm young. What's the most I could lose?
Guy's full of risk. Sean Risk Smith.
Within a couple weeks, Joe found a location, and everything moved really quickly. We saw the location, decided we were going to do it. But literally after like 2 months, the place was packed, crazy busy. It was nuts how fast that place was building.
So we changed the name from City Lux Barbershop to City Image Barbershop.
I'm like, here we go.
Joe always comes to me saying he wants to change the name. Guy wants to change the name consistently. Product, this. Joe changed the name Agnello.
The reason why we did that is because we felt that the name City Image was a more brandable name for future growth.
So at first I didn't think it was a great idea either, but for the long-term goal, City Image is more of a brandable name, I feel.
At first, we were scared. You spend all this time building a brand, and then you have to switch course like that. And it was hard to see the vision at first, but once we really sat down and thought about it, it was the best for future growth. And I'm very happy with the name change.
It's more of a professional name, I felt. Instead of City Lux, don't get me wrong, I love City Lux. But City Image, I could see that.
City Lux will always be in our hearts, but City Image is the future. We don't have a set goal in the amount of shops that we want to open, but we know we don't want to stay at 7.
I'm happy with everything we have accomplished, and I want to thank everyone. I want to thank the clients. I want to thank especially my staff. Just helping everything come together it's a dream.
Gradual progression through the manifestation of thought into action through constant repetition, patience, and ambition is what we stand for as a company, as people. Our morals and values is something we hold dear to our heart. And when you have those morals and values as a team, it's easy to excel forward and onward, upwards and outwards.
Yeah, so I think this is just the beginning for City Image. We have a lot that we're gonna try to accomplish in the future, and I'm really excited to where that's gonna bring us.
We just love what we do, and we want to see it grow exponentially. And that to me is honestly something real special.